Surprising, not the best Nidalee draft with Azir in the mid lane. That obviously is a little awkward as your double.
Owner's going to get here first with his faster clear, but Pioshik also here. Trying to make a play here for the skull trap. Well, the spear is going to land, and now a chance to smite it. Yeah, Owner's going to get that smite down as the knockback also going to miss. As they do engage on a carrier, but that is a Leona.
Barrel!
Flash over the wall as Barrel makes the play! And first blood goes to KT. Faker isolated.
Maintain his pressure, and a 4-man dive will be a great example.
This is a lot of pressure, yeah. I like the word you use as they're trying to turn on the depth, though. He's so low and he will be taken out as no stun goes on Aguma, and BDD can't even get the kill. Flash rock, no, he misses. And Carrier, well, he's probably going to go down here, but they don't get Guma in a 1-for-1 trade.
Oh, really big there. As, the setup.
Yeah, trying to make this play onto the Cassante. He does all out the Skarner under the turret, and now Zeus has to flash away. Going back in onto the all-out Cassante. Not sure about that one. Impale on a both. Do they have the damage? So perfect. Goes in, assassinates the Nidalee, and now he's totally fine. Zeus with 0 mana. And eventually he's just gonna die. I mean, there's nothing he can do here with no mana, no health.
A lot of pressure on Perfect, but they do know this is happening.
Yeah, they really want to turn this around to KT. The all-out goes in on Owner. They're going very deep for this one. Perfect getting very hypey with it, and now Barrel in a little bit of trouble. He's going to have to go to the Unbreakable Will as they overcommit to that early on in the game.
Oh, the poke, the spears, the rocks.
Well, that's a Solar Flare. They're going to get the flash here at a Barrel. And now the True Shot Barrage is also going to sail wide. So a lot of poke coming in. Onto Barrel, onto Perfect, even BDD taking a big chunk, but now the damage onto this Dragon getting pretty low. They do want to get this Chemtech Soul before the fight, but Perfect goes low. There's the Chemtech Soul as Barrel doesn't have his ult, and now the flash on in, and down will go Deft, who had flash available, just gets assassinated, and Barrel will go down too. So the Chemtech Soul does go over to KT, but it's 2 kills for T1 and should absolutely be the bear.
Looking for a collapse onto him here, though.
Yeah, the timing of this is pretty good. I mean, 30 seconds until the Drake even spawns as, uh-oh, he's going to get knocked by the wall. That's the teleport down. And Zeus is like, well, I guess I'm dead.
He is.
Let's see how long this does take. I mean, if it takes 30 seconds, maybe T1 just go for the Elder, though.
He is oh, look at that. KT are realizing, like, we don't have the time for this.
Zeus doesn't have teleport, has to run towards this. And they're going to teleport BDD into the fight early. So KT should have control over this area early on in terms of vision.
All right. Oh, perfect. They're not even going to catch the bot wave. Like, that turret might legitimately fall on the next crash. They know they have to play for this objective. They're not giving T1 time. Zeus made his way back.
Deft just ate a spear. And that's a problem.
That's the worst target out of everyone for them.
Yeah, it's perfect for Owner to hit that onto him, as now it's just going to come down to a straight-up Elder Flip. Macro out the window.
Keep him out.
This is just what they're going for. Look at Perfect's health bar. They're just going to impale Deft in again as he doesn't use flash again. And Pioshik is not going to be able to get it. This game is over. Everybody on the side of KT just going to be isolated.
Seen this before. Skarner can be deceptively strong if you let him. So the big thing here is Zeus plays really well around his level lead. So hits level 3 is going to be up a skill compared to Perfect. And
the only good thing for BDD is that, you know, his TP will come up earlier, so potential timing there, but pretty unlikely. As Perfect is going to hit level 6, and, you know, he comes back. He has a potion, and he is getting to work here on Zeus. And it's looking much better compared to the first blood that we did see. So that's good news for Perfect, at least. The first pick, Rumble, you definitely want to get value out of that.
Not getting tilted after a obviously pretty big mistake here early on. And he shouldn't, as I love this. KT should realistically be looking to get all these scrubs because you have Rumble. That ult spike is insanely strong, especially if you rotate over the members of your team. That can provide setup. Perfect, keeping his ward safe as well. And I think T1 make the right call here.
This is not happening. And yeah, that was a pretty balanced matchup at the end of all things. Kind of funny we land on Azir versus Taliyah once again. Kind of makes sense for this matchup, Faker versus BDD. As Pioshik is going to find an Owner in the jungle. Don't know if he's going to commit to that. As the choppers come down, that's that combo you were talking about. Guma's level 6, though. and pops a Zeri ult. So that's going to be a one trade actually for the T1 bot lane, even though the engage came from KT's.
Viego pick into the Vi because it denies a good target, right? Like, you just can't, as long as the Viego knows what he's doing, can't reliably lock him down with ult. I do think that, as we see there, in these type of matchups, whoever gets the jump on the other one is always waiting in a brush, and he gets to get his W off and already get a couple of autos in. Can really change how that 2v2 is played. As Xayah is just showing that he's not afraid of turrets. He might have to, as they are coming in.
Do they not see them? I mean, this is going to be really big. They get the kill on Aguma for sure. And
TP, they're basically saying, we're going to trick the dragon now.
Viego just going on in, wants to take a 1v1. He has Zoner coming over as well. BDD in a bit of trouble, does flash, still dies.
For T1, right?
I mean, BDD does have TP, but I don't know if they can delay for 15 seconds.
Oh,
wow.
Double TPs.
No TP, and Xayah is just going to charm everybody up. The Zeri, nice angle, but they do just press the R button on him. And Guma just burning to a crisp as the Drake. We were right, it does go the way of T1, but a big fight potentially. Over to the side of KT is the Impale here. Xayah's just trying to peel for the team. Xayah decides, well, I'm dead too. He's going to go down. As Viego just going to flash the wall, trying to survive. And the Vi ultimate was put on the very edge. Crowd control that you cannot get away from.
Because this is a team that has been struggling so much. So them being able to be like, guys, I know this is a 4 versus 5, but we can win this. And they could. But that does mean that you can also give over more objectives to play for other objectives towards these dragons. And we'll see. KT, they're gonna continuously try and accelerate us. Oh my god!
Do you think they care? Do you think they care about the Viego?
Whereas the rest of his team now towards top 4. Grubs ended up being taken. Pioshik didn't want to run the risk of trying to play for more 5v5s, right? They want to have someone flanking. They want Pioshik in the back line. Do a whole lot.
So Barrel's going to go in. The TP immediately channeled here as a lot is used to try to get on top of Owner, but he just gets away with his ult, and now it's a 5v5 without Equalizer, without the Solar Flare, as now Faker's coming in. Xayah also going to proc that ultimate. Zeri over the wall here, but a lot of low health bars on the side of T1, and now getting into that back line is perfect, doing so much damage, and now Faker and Guma have no front line anymore.
Try and take the Baron here. A T1 Classic 20 minutes in. We'll see if they're able to pull it off. There's no jungler, but there is a lot of damage, and oh, this is very early.
It is very early, and Guma's going to try to poke them down. Xayah and Faker also coming over the TP as well.
God.
From Zeus, this is getting so spicy. Pioshik, though, is able to get the objective. Should be at least 2 kills to the side of T1 as they take down both Pioshik and Barrel. But Xayah looking for a bit more. BDD.
We're getting to the point where before I'm like, if Def dies, you know, KT might be in trouble. That's not the case. Like, BDD, Def, and Perfect all are perfectly capable of just 1v9ing a team fight.
Well, they're trying to go on Zeus. They're trying to test my theory, and you know what? I think it's going to work, especially with the Taliyah wall. 14 seconds left on the Rebel Baron power play, but KT are going to utilize that last little smidgen of it, and they should be able to take this inhibitor. And look for more. Actually, they're going to force the TP out of Faker.
Def is excited.
And at that point, you drop an Equalizer, and you might not even need CC. Like, people are nearly going to die. This is going to target people down as now. So speaking of which, the flash on into Guma, and he's going very deep for that one. Yeah, the wall is good. Zeus isolated once again. We're fighting over a singular Kemte Drake as the Impale. This time pretty good, but the follow-up is not there. Finally, Xayah gets in, but look at the damage already as Faker goes in. They take out the Jinx, but now the Rumble is just melting everyone. As he is full health, Guma desperate to try to do something, but it's not gonna matter. You talked about it, Chronic. There's so many threats on this KT roster. From this far ahead, they will absolutely destroy
Ezreal Nautilus as, oh, as it turns out, Owner gonna be playing the Xayah here. And
they were definitely a bit more quiet, but they were the intensity of quantity. And they did a great job. Faker is, well, he's found the enemy team. There is a Braum there. Barrel absolutely gonna flash there.
It's the level 1!
Faker, and you know what? Over the wall, that's the sun. Faker's dead!
It's the level 1!
And it goes to depth as well! And Guma,
can I get another?
One auto. Yep, there's the stun. Be late to lane. Faker should know. about the Braum level 1.
It's clear, which is one of the biggest advantages that you have, already going to be put on the back foot. It's time spent in enemy jungle, but it's basically just a split of the jungle. The main question is, can we get anything out of it? As Viego did just go in.
Yeah, he's going in. I feel like he's almost trying to make up for what happened earlier.
I think the timing are just impeccable. I imagine Faker just jumps in. If you get the full... Most notably, though, Pioshik's early activity is really good for his lanes, but it also means that he is actually falling pretty substantially behind, right? Is now, at the very least, they're going to be able to get, I want to say 2.
Was able to punish it already and might be looking for some more.
Early grew up, team fights went as poorly as they did.
Well, here's the scoop. Very nice buffer here from Faker.
Their TPs are on the same timer. Mid, we do see he looking to go towards Nashers again.
On the bottom side, Owner will deny. Pull it together from early to mid.
Fighting that they did before. I want to talk a little bit about some of the more intricacies when we get to the 5v5s, because both teams realistically are going to be looking, right? You have double tank front line. Tristana and Azir are both good inside. Into this Tristana. But this time around, you have negative engage realistically. If you get somewhere first.
Yeah, Pioshik getting on top of Owner. He's just going to throw his whole kit on the ground. Tries to flash over to Xayah, but now the Impale going to catch him, and Owner goes down. A lot of damage being done by the All-Out, but now BDD comes over. He wants more. He wants blood. He wants to take down Cassante.
Negative and positive ways.
So just 3 extra plates on First Blood Ezreal, and it's Deft that's piloting it. Yeah, he didn't have a first. Picked up 2 plates now, and he's looking for a third. I mean, this is really widening the gap in gold right now.
And the big thing is, because of those earlier kills they found on Owner, they got 6 grubs. Like, that is an insane amount of power for BDD and Deft specifically. Deft as his W, BDD obviously with the Nashers first has an incredible amount of attack speed.
Faker can't defend. 5? A turret before 14?
The grubs!
Carrier's getting in there, and the grubs, they get it, the first turret, and all of the plates before 14 minutes. Carrier desperate to try to stop them, but instead he's just going to go down. Guma has to get away from the Impale, and Perfect is very tanky. He's still getting in there as Carrier finally will be taken down. The reset comes in, and now the rest of the team is getting baited into this one. Although Zeus is coming in from the top lane, gets the all-out on a Pioshik, who is in a bit of trouble. Does get over the wall there, but he is going to go down. It's a double kill over to Guma. And did KT overextend as BDD finally makes his way back? He's looking for a bit more as Guma will get away. Zeus' stun does come down, but that is Cassante, ladies and gentlemen, as he will get away. Baker, meanwhile, was back here, and he'll hop away.
It gets a little silly, Valdez. We're getting crazy with it. I'm not sure what just happened. We're gonna go for it when we get to the replay. Perfect impales unfortunately remain a big problem. Oh, no.
Walls aren't real, not against Skarner, and Owner's in a bit of trouble, but he drops down the ult, and now the follow-up comes in from T1 as Pioshik has to flash away. But here comes Deft, he's doing a lot. Faker trying to pop him out of this fight, actually, but the first kill will go on Aguma. Faker does get the assassination, but Pioshik is Zeri, and now he has gone back into the Viego form as the Impale again is going to miss. And I mean, I don't know how he keeps missing it, but it's okay. He's got some rocks to throw, and he's going to throw it into that front line, into both of them. There's no escape for the 2 members of T1. They will both be killed by Pioshik.
Go and try to delay, because they don't have the control necessary to... If someone walks in, it's great, and if not, you can set T1 either go for, you know, for Dragon, and then if they get Baron, who cares? It's a Hextech Soul, that trade. Or you can just keep setting up and keep kills.
Only his Impales. He's like always in the right spot, always good, you know,
flanks,
good target quality of them. Yeah.
But that didn't stop Zeus in game on.
Yeah. The wind-up itself actually pretty quick. It looks like it's longer than that. Actually, I remember when I was first playing against Shane Skarner. As Beryl, he's got a wall. It's not leveled up, but that's okay. Instead,
you got to start it up here. Carrier doesn't have team. Yeah, Baron.
Yeah.
That might be enough. We
I'm
feel...
very even keel about this. I'm not...
I don't know if they can get to the pin in time. Owner can get there. No!
No, they're just not going to get there on time. It's just a Hextech Soul, just like that, and they want to take the fight after Vicious. He goes in, and you know what? He's trying to get on top of Azonia's BDD, who is going to live for now. He goes in, he gets the sweep on the 2. As he gets pretty low, they take him down, but Pioshik's still alive.
No resets.
But no resets, and Guma now is shelling them down. How did T1 win this fight? How is this happening? As Perfect now all alone, he's going to be taken down, and T1 should get the Baron.
Down to this one flip. And we fought that in game 1. The good thing for KT is that they didn't lose too much of the base, right? They gave up an individual lowers.
Uh-oh, here comes the combo. It's Beryl, and he's Braum, and he is very tanky. Yeah, a decent amount used to try to get Beryl there, but at the end of the day, he survives. It is... Yeah, just don't go all in into the Cassante. I think your IE is complete here for Guma. 4 items for him. Only 3 for Deft. XX Soul already getting some nice value with those Mystic shots. And KT, you know, they've dragged this Drake over to their side, and they're just allowing T1 to try to tank it up. Ascaria looking for an engage, but he's getting extremely low. Has to go into his ult. Extremely low. Has to go into his ult. Now he has to engage, but it comes down to a flip, and it goes to Pioshik. As BDD goes in, immediately the Braum goes down. The supports are out, but the resets are coming in, and the Elder Drake is doing its job. Faker and Guma still alive, though. As now trying to go back in here is Is. Not sure about that. Oh, they're going
Baron. It was a tough one. Yeah, they have to. There are
just try to
end it.
20 seconds.
The Hextech burn.
20 seconds. They got the burn. They got the Hextech. They're trying to go for these Nexus turrets, but the wave is cleared.
10 seconds.
Kind of. I mean, this Nexus turret is going to go down. And KT looking for the end. And 3 seconds to 1. No Elder buff left, but the damage is ticking. And down will go Xayah's Carrier extremely low. And finally, he didn't impale. He impaled an enemy. He finally did it. And KT, they will finally get a big win here in the LCK as they take down T1.